You're watching Rainnite Gaming.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Rainnite Gaming. I'm Rainnite, and in this video, we're going to be going over some tournament results from the Eagle's Nest tournament featuring all beta and spoilers. This tournament's been going on for several months now, I believe, and it's really fun to watch, and you too can take part in it if you want to. I'll put a link in the description below for the Discord so you guys can get signed up for this tournament and join just a really good Gundam community. But the reason I'm making this video is so you guys can look at the really good people that are deck building now, and you can learn from the deck choices that they're making. We're going to go over 4 decks, but I wanted to show you guys the meta. Right now, green had two, like green, blue, green, white, were definitely the top amount of contributing decks. And that's primarily because green got Death Scythe this week, and people really want to play it because it's a really good card. And white and blue are just very good accent colors that really help decks kind of like just work. You know, they're kind of the best ones to do it. I kind of think white's probably the best just because the blockers are so good right now in this limited card pool, but that may change as more cards come out. And then also we did get a bunch of red variants because of the new red cards that also came out. And a really weird thing is we only had one blue-white control deck. Blue-white used to be dominant on the entire, everybody was playing it because it was just the best deck. So things have really shaken up just a little bit. So if we go into the full breakdown of the tournament, you can see blue-white did end up winning, but I did watch the match because it was a really fun stream to watch. And also, if you guys can't stay for the tournament, but you really want to watch the stream, they do post the video afterwards. So definitely something to check out because you'll get to see some really good play. So Levi won with blue-white. Let's go ahead and check out his deck. As you can see, he plays a whole bunch of just 4-ofs. Probably just because he wants to have the least amount of variance coming into his hand, so he knows, you know, there's a good chance he's going to get a card that he wants to use. So he doesn't have any one-offs, things like that. The only thing he plays just 2-ofs is white base. But you know, he's playing both searchers, and that's why this color combo is really good, because there's only 2 straight draw cards, and white and blue are the only ones with it. Just to see the actual card breakdown a little bit better, I brought this into Wing Table so we can look at it. So you can see we got 4 Strike Dagger, 4 Derablade, 4 Lilith, I believe this is a new one as well, 4 of the Gundam that heals, 4 Perfect Strike, 4 Aerial, 2 White Base, 4 Archangel to get those resets, and pilots, he's playing 4 Amuro, 4 Mercury, 4 Kira, then 4 Searchers, and 4 Overflow Infection, and 4 of Pot of Greed. Going into the next guy here, where is he at? Here he is. We're doing white, green, mid-range, and as I said, they came out with the new Duo Maxwell and Death Scythe, and that's why this deck was pretty successful. Go ahead and open this up, and here we go. And of course, we've got 4, 4, 4, 4. Everything's just 4-ofs in here, just like Levi pretty much, except for a couple things are different in the bases and commands pretty much. So as you can see, the new Gundam Death Scythe, super power card. Another thing, this deck is great because it plays really big top-end cards. It's got the Wing Gundam and it's got the Death Scythe. If they get to the later game, they're just going to take over. So that's why this deck was really good, because it just had this big top end. Also it plays Saints and Saints Institute, which I don't think I've read before this tournament, but it's really good because you are able to kind of stack the deck how you want it to be. So you can bury a card you might not want and put one on top that you want to see. Then Duo, Hero, Kira, and Mercury, pretty standard. And then just the 4 Overflow Infection because it's just that good. Let's get into the third deck. 3. This one, definitely different building strategies than the one we've seen before. The ones we saw before, we saw basically all 4 of the units. This one is a little bit more broken up. And I almost kind of think this one is, its lower end is just playing kind of all good stuff is what I like to say it. Because it just likes to play, you know, the cost and levels that have a better trade for their attack and defense. So, you know, you have a 2-2, that's a 3-2. And then you've got the gem, which is a 2-1, it's a 2-2. Brazil, it's the 3-2, that's a 4-3. And you can kind of see these are just ones that cost less than they're getting, which is pretty cool. So, you know, 3-2, which is a 3-3, and then the 4-2, which is a 4-3. And you do get to see some of the more Xeon-focused stuff in this deck. Of course, we have the Gundam, then we've got Delta Plus, then 2 of the vanilla Wing Gundam, and then 2 of the Wing Gundam. I'm not so sure I like the Wing Gundam, the vanilla, too much, but who knows? He's probably a better deck builder than I am. And then this guy actually plays a lot less bases, you know, 2 less bases than other people, because I think he's just trying to get a lot of advantage early in game with his units and not rely so heavily on his bases. He is playing 2 of the Char for kind of like the early game push, and then RRA, Hero, and Duo. And then he also plays Siege Ploy, which is choose 1 unit with 5 or less HP and rest it. So that's going to let you kind of attack over some of those bigger units that you may not have rested yet. They have rested yet, so you can clear boards a little bit easier. But really cool deck. I do like seeing the green, and with the blue is very cool as well. Last one, I'm actually going to jump down to 7th place because I wanted to showcase a red deck, and this is the highest placing red deck. It's blue-red, and he's pretty much doing what you saw with the earlier decks, kind of maxing out his cards as well, except there's just 2 that he doesn't max out, and we'll take a look at that in Wing Table, so it's a little easier to see. Okay, so you can see the red cards here, blue-red. He's playing the Gem, Raziel, just good starter cards. The Zulu, I believe this is a new vanilla as well, but it also starts letting you get to your link plays. And Gundam, same Gundam. He's playing Argus, which is a good, you know, having that breach on there. And then the new card that came out that just is chef's kiss, so spicy, is the new Janaju. I can't say it. Sanaju. Sanaju? I think it's Sanaju. I'm probably very, very wrong. Let me know in the comments down below how terrible I am at pronouncing this crap. But this card's awesome because it gets high maneuverability and it does 2 damage when you destroy something in the shield area. That's a killing a base or just popping a shield. You get to do 2 damage to a unit on the enemy side, which, you know, a lot of early game stuff have that 2 health. So you get a good chance of kind of doing a 2-for-1, where you attack in, you destroy a shield or a base, because it gets a ton of attack, and then you're going to be able to clear a unit as well, and doesn't even have to be rested. Pretty awesome. Then, of course, he plays a limited number of bases. He also plays the 4 bases, because I don't think the green base, the red bases are all that great yet. So, Amuro, then he plays the Arthurin Zala. We're just going to say Zala. And which is really cool, because when he's linked, during that turn, you get to attack a 5 or lower unit that's not rested, which can just really help you clear cards. If they put something out there and you get to kill it before it gets a chance to attack or anything, which is really nice. Plays full frontal. This is something that's going to go with all of your reds. Obviously, it calls for it in, it calls for it in the Sanju. And I've played these decks on here several times. His effect has never really come up for me. But, you know, you can, I believe, get the Zulu off of this. It's just not something that happens a lot. And then you are playing the close combat for some, you know, nice non-combat removal. And then, of course, the Searcher, the Pot of Greed, the Show of Resolve. Okay, that is the video, guys. Just letting you see these decks. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these videos. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see more deck profiles like this. And hopefully you guys are going to participate in this week's coming tournament. Let me know if you guys participate, and if you do, tell them Rainnite sent you. But until next time, guys, I'm Rainnite. This has been Rainnite Gaming. See ya.